Welcome to Mini Metro and my attempt at the daily challenge. This is the daily challenge for the 21st of June 2017. And it's San Francisco and it's on extreme. Oh, this is going to go well. But most definitely not. As is my habit with extreme, I do not speed the game up because I want to last as long as I can. And also, as tends to be my habit with extreme, I don't tend to close loops because you can't then expand the line anywhere if you close a loop. Because you can't even adjust a line to even stretch it sideways or anything similar. So loops on extreme, whilst they might be good, they're also more likely than not to be bad. So the first part of this attempt at the daily challenge is going to be a bit slow because it's normal mode, but I really don't want to get it out of my control, which it would be if I sped it up. So let's go for line number 2 like that. At least that way it will help with the second circle in a row there. And then we'll soon see what this one is. And we've almost got to the end of week 1. Oh, that's not so bad, I can do that. So at least where I have two matching symbols, I do actually have some assistance, so it shouldn't get too out of control. Although I am a little paranoid about what this one's going to be over here. If it's a triangle, wonderful. If it's a circle, not so great. That's going to require me to use my third line like that. New locomotive, and I'm going to take a line at this point because sadly enough I need lines more than I need tunnels, because I don't really expect to last long enough to require more tunnels. And depending on what that is, I will either stretch the orange line to it, or I was going to say I'll connect the yellow line to it, but I'll connect the orange line to it, because that way I don't end up with two symbols of the same type next to each other right at that point. It's kind of weird to have so many triangles in this kind of formation, but I will live with it at this point, mainly because I don't have any choice. It's always nice to have choices. Unfortunately, I have none. But there was one, I can't remember, it was Shanghai, that started in extreme mode, I think, when we start with about 5 stations. Well, I was surprised I could actually reach the score of 100. What are you going to be? Please don't be a circle. So one thing I do not need is a circle over there. So of course that's probably the one thing it's going to be, is a circle. But yes, Shanghai, I was surprised I actually reached 100. Well, for right now we'll do that. So this one, because it starts out slightly more sedate than Shanghai did, I'm aiming for 250 as a, okay, that was bad, but it was extreme mode, so I got an excuse type score. That is my thought. Of course, I have a fourth line and I can't use emergency lines on this type of scenario, so at some point I'm going to have to use that line for something effective. This time I will take tunnels. Not that I expect to need that many. Please be a circle. I'm quite happy for you to be a circle. I would prefer you to be there rather than over that side of the water, but I'm willing to accept for you to be a circle. And we'll go like that. I'm also thinking that as I have a spare train, the yellow line is most likely to need it at this point. Here's a good question. What are you going to be? And am I going to be required to use my green line? If you're a circle, I probably am going to be required to use my green line. You are. So what I'm going to do with you, if I can get the angle right, is that, then hopefully that, and I'm also going to run you down the same way that I'm running the orange line. That way you will help out that side of the line without causing a problem over here. And whilst not everything is not absolutely wonderful, everything is not horrible. I've almost reached another end of week. Which, well, depending what it offers me, will depend on what I take, quite naturally and quite, I would say, sensibly. New locomotive. I will take a carriage. And whilst that everything is wonderful, currently I am going to put you with a carriage on that line. Well, that will work. That will stop everything being quite so jammed up. Well, this doesn't feel quite as frantic as when I did the extreme mode on Shanghai, or when I failed so terribly on Berlin so many times. Whilst I'm certainly not necessarily getting any better at this game, I'm not feeling quite so helpless in this scenario as I did on some of the others. Now, what shape are you going to be over here? And how close am I to another Sunday? These are the questions I ask myself. Okay, you're a circle. Well, one of the lines is going to go this way and one of you is going to go that way. I don't know which is going to be which direction at the moment. But I'll have to wait and find out. Yes, I know this one is not connected yet. Don't give me hassle. I'm waiting for that one. Okay. In that case, I will send the green line that way and the orange line that way. And the light blue line is going to go this way, no matter what that symbol is that comes next. But we're halfway through a Saturday, which never hurts. And nothing is too badly out of control yet. Note the word yet. I do try and qualify these things because nothing ever quite goes to plan with me. Oh, and the yellow line has suddenly gone out of control. Which means that Mr. Yellow Train there can have a carriage to try and bring it back under control. Okay, another station up here. I'm just looking to see where the orange trains are, because that's starting to get a bit unruly. There should be enough coverage of everything. Well, I have scored over 500. I have a spare train in case I run into an emergency that I can just dump it on a line somewhere. And whilst I could probably do with another train on the light blue line at this point, I could do with one on the green line too. Ah, and that's not going to be good. Oh well, that's going to go there and the green line's going to have to go up there. Which means I'm going to use that train on the green line while I can to try and clear out things like that station there. But this could be the end of me. Where's my light blue train? Oh, okay, he's there. Okay. Things are not going great on either end at this point. But maybe I'll last a bit longer. I am actually thinking I'm going to make that a loop. Not because it's going to make much difference anymore. I've got to get to the end of Sunday to survive, and I don't think I'm going to make it, to be honest. Oh, okay. And a carriage. Well, you have the carriage, and you have the train. Don't know if it's going to make enough difference, but it may keep me going. May not, of course. Well, that's all I can do with that one. So one of these is going to become a major problem. Just a matter of, is something going to get into there and clear enough of that out in time? Apparently it is. But this stuff down here is going to get me, as is quite possibly that one, because I need another train on the light blue line. And I don't have a spare train, and that's going to doom me. 4 circles in a row at the end of that line, and everything else is going wrong. But thinking that station might doom me before this end of the green line dooms me. I would have liked to have got another 120 or so more points, but that's obviously not going to happen now. This one's going to do me because I'm not going to get to a Sunday in time to get another train to help me out. And that blue train is not going to quite make it there in time, is it? Oh, it did. It just saved me. Okay, I'd like to get another 50 points just to make it into 4 figures. I don't think I'm going to get another 50 points, however, because now that circle line doomed me. Well, that wasn't, for me, on extreme mode, that wasn't too bad. Considering I've been scoring in the 400s or 500s up to this point. Well, and Remo Williams, who's normally somewhere in the top of this scoreboard when I look at these, the end of each attempt, is normally much higher than me. Once I've actually beaten his score. I just tend to remember the name because of the reference to the novels, the Destroyer novels, so that name tends to stick with me, and I did better than he did. That surprises me. Yes, I'm technically second at the moment, but yes, I'm second out of I don't know how many that have actually tried this yet, because it's very early on in the actual daily attempt. So I may come back and see where my score actually ends up as of tomorrow. Check back and see what happened to it. But anyway, that was my daily attempt at the daily challenge on the 21st of June 2017. That was certainly different and quite enjoyable. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the road.